Hello and welcome back to the 30-day guitar challenge. In today's video, I'm going to stop and address some of your questions, issues, concerns, and some body pain that you have been experiencing as you're learning to play this new instrument. So hopefully this video will help all of you who have maybe thought, oh, maybe I'm not ready for this instrument. If you're experiencing one of these issues, comment down below. And if you found solutions with the instrument, also please share those down below. So Patreon member Kristen was talking about the guitar sliding off when playing. And so even though Kristen had a footstool for the instrument, the chair that she was sitting on was too high. So the leg was tilted downward anyway, and that was causing slipping of the instrument. So if you are using a footstool, it's not going to be as helpful if your height of the chair is too high. So make sure that you're playing on a chair that is lower so that when you use a footstool, it brings your knee up, and that will help position the instrument in a higher angle. And then Madeline, also from the Patreon family, was sharing about the G chord feeling really uncomfortable. Madeline is one of my students who's transitioning from ukulele to guitar. And on ukulele, we have a much smaller instrument and nut width, right? So I recommend that if you're experiencing pain with some of the chords, start by just playing 4 strings at first. Like, especially if you're transitioning from ukulele and having a hard time, start playing your strings D, G, B, E. And as your hand starts to get more comfortable with the instrument and your body gets more comfortable with the instrument, add the other fingers and the other strings. A lot of the people who watch this channel have concerns with carpal tunnel or arthritis or some other type of body aches. And so it is really important to find a position that's comfortable for you first, and then add more strings as your body gets used to the larger instrument, especially for those of you transitioning. So I don't mean to say like now you're only going to play 4 strings. No, as you play with the 4 strings, the rest of your body is going to adapt to a bigger instrument. You're going to relax a lot more and become familiar with the instrument, and then you'll be able to add that 5th and 6th string. It's just going to take a little bit more time to get there, but in a year from now, it really won't matter. Patreon member Melinda asked about the intro to Happy Birthday, like how do you play that and then get into the song? So let me demonstrate how I would do it. Happy Birthday is one of those songs that can sound so depressing. Happy birthday. And everyone sings off key. So what I would do is just play that A chord, or Patreon member recommended the E7. You play a chord, get everyone worked up and say, ready, go. And then get everyone singing, happy birthday to you. And please, please, please play it with speed, okay? Because even being sung to is awkward. So that's how I would handle Happy Birthday. If the key to Happy Birthday felt just a little off for you, I recommend you get a capo and put it on the 1st fret. Pick your outside strings. Happy. That would be way too low for me. So I'm gonna bring it down to like the 4th fret. Happy, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So that's how you would find your voice with Happy Birthday. Some other people have been experiencing aches and pains with holding the guitar, and I'm noticing that the shoulder is really high, especially on the fretboard hand. So bring that shoulder down. Way down. Look up, look up, look up. See this? Not good. I want this. And stop and breathe. Deep breaths, really deep breaths. Sometimes we're forgetting to breathe because we're so focused on what we are doing. So stop and breathe. And stop and breathe. And the best way to know if your shoulders are creeping up as you're playing is to record yourself. You don't need to share the video with anyone. It's just as clear as you can see me now raising the shoulders. You can't really see yourself when you're playing. You're focusing about your left hand and your right hand and the instrument positioning and your leg position. Like, it's way too much. So it's way better to just record yourself, watch what you're doing, assess, and go back to the drawing board or to the instrument. And then in today's live Zoom lesson, we talked about other people having pain, and it may be that your fretboard hand is actually choking the instrument, you know. In your mind you think, I have to press so much harder, and so that's creating a lot of tension in your hand, and it's painful. Like, that is way too much pain. So I would actually like to recommend that you play as gently as you can. Like, what is the most gently and softly that you can play, if that makes any sense? And start from there. Like, if you get some muted strings, okay, we'll just add a little bit more tension. And you'd be surprised to find how little effort it can take to get ringing notes from your instrument, especially if you're having pain with your fretboard hand. Play just on 4 strings and play as gently as possible, and you might feel like, oh, that's such a relief. Like, I was just working way too hard. And that happens more often than you think. So I really want to give a special thanks to my Patreon fam, because you all have been very vocal throughout this challenge, letting me know when you've had issues. And I also want to give a special thanks to the Guitarlandia Facebook community, because you all have been sharing videos of your playing, and that has been really helpful for me in making this challenge. So thank you. So if you have any concerns with playing the instrument, please comment them down below so that I can make another video like this addressing your questions and concerns. I'm also going to be talking with my mentors and teachers so that I can provide really helpful tips and tricks for future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video, which is our last one. And of course, I've chosen a really fun lesson, so I will see you there.